When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
And here we are at Lorain High for the Titan Classic. We're watching right now a Lorain wrestler over there on mat number 3.
And it kind of surprised us a little bit.
Oh, he did. He jumped right out there.
And this is the Titan, what's the proper name for this? This is the Kickoff Classic?
This is the Titan Classic.
Titan Classic.
They used to call it the Kickoff. They had a nationwide. It was a campaign. Right now is just a classic.
And this kind of opens the wrestling season for a lot of these teams.
Yes, it does.
And any idea who we have wrestling here?
You know, I don't, because I'm reading everything that got printed out, and that is not Xavier Santiago out there. I can tell you that.
That's definitely a Lorain wrestler.
He's definitely getting back points and working his way to a pin. As I see the official Sean Petty down there is really looking for a pin, and he got it right there. Now I don't know who that was, unless it could have been maybe Santiago Humphrey, mat number 16. And I'm going to have to say that probably was 113 Santiago Humphrey with the first pin of the night for Lorain.
All right. Well, that's good news, because in a tournament like this, there's a lot of team points involved, and
yes,
you get the maximum for a pin. So great start for Lorain.
Now, if people are kind of wondering why we have this 7-ring circus going here, we got 5 mats laid out, and we're running a pool tonight. So all the wrestlers have been seated into these pools, and each wrestler will wrestle 3 matches tonight, barring any buys in their pool.
And there will be a buy here and there.
No, there's going to be a lot of them.
But most of them will. A lion's share of the wrestlers are going to get 3 matches tonight.
Yes, some will. Certainly some will. Yeah, the next match we're waiting for is some Lorain matches. Going to be, I'm looking for Xavier Santiago. He's one of the seeded wrestlers, actually. He placed at this tournament last year, 2nd.
Wow.
So.
All right. Well, as quick as we welcomed everybody here to the Lorain High Gym, we're going to take a short break until one of the next Lorain wrestlers comes up, and we'll be back right after this.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
And now we're zooming in to watch Sean Kane in the 2nd period wrestling a Elyria wrestler. He's wrestling Brandon Demling from Elyria. We missed the first round, but we have a 8-2 score on that match. Clearview in the blue, Elyria in the red. Officials standing a little bit in our way and call in a little stalemate. Nothing was happening on the mat. Yeah. Sean is an 11th grader. Projected one of Clearview's better wrestlers. He was seeded 4th in this tournament. Now he's a little bit of trouble here now, unless he can grab that leg and pull it around. Maybe hope for another stalemate from the official. You see he's working his way back to his knees. That signal for the Fairview says no control yet, but he's working his way on. As soon as he gets that leg hooked, and there's the reversal right there. Here he goes.
Done.
Yes. That's why he's seeded 4th. And being seeded 4th is not bad at this tournament.
And that'll give him 10 points.
Yeah, he's winning 10-2-2.
He almost had a count there.
You know, this being the first tournament of the season, people are a little bit shaky yet.
Sure.
And a little bit out of shape yet. You know, so it's going to be like who can hold, you know, better shape all the way into the third period. Clearview on top.
Yeah, it's got to be waning moments. We're in the third period, actually.
Here's a caution. The official didn't like the way he lined up. That's what he's telling him. He said, son, you got to get on properly.
Yeah.
Everything got to be fair in this lineup. The bottom man has to have the same advantage as the top man has.
And you're going to get a lot of that early on in the season.
You will. You also get a lot of that reach and grabbing ahead, which isn't getting at a Leary wrestler much advantage. Another stalemate. Let's go back. I mean, it'll be a little potentially dangerous there.
Short time. See the boppers out there.
Yeah.
Well, he don't want to give up any points because right now it's a major decision. 8 points versus 7 if he'd given up one. So he wants to keep this advantage with short time.
And I see a Lorain wrestler just jumped over there on mat number 4.
And we have short time and finish. All right. All right. Well, Clearview won that match. Let's jump over to mat 4 here.
You know, looking like Armando Lopez wrestling Oberlin wrestler. But he's not, he had a little bit of a count against him, so when he pops his head out of there, he's going to give up some back points.
There we go.
But he got a reversal. 2-2. After the takedown,
a lot
4-2, yeah. Yeah, that over there, there's Felix Stark, a senior actually. And what he got to do is, the Highland wrestler looks like he's grabbing back for a leg, so you got to make sure you keep the leg off. And we're going to bounce back and forth because over on mat 5
I see that.
is Xavier Santiago.
Yeah, getting ready to wrestle over there.
Yeah, Xavier is actually seeded 3 in this tournament.
Oh,
he
boy.
placed last year.
And don't look now, Tom, but on mat number 2, we have another Lorain wrestler.
Yeah, we're gonna be hot and heavy here.
So we'll try to keep up with everything that's going on. And let's swing over to mat number 2 here real quick. And who do we have here? Do you have an idea?
Yes, I have Justo Delgado wrestling Masson DeWitt from Barberton. Justo is a senior. And looks like he's the aggressor.
Yes.
Very much so the aggressor. Yeah. And just as an update over there on mat 4, we're going into the second period. Lorain's still ahead. Barberton trying for a little headlock, and now what you got to do is push his head to the mat. You got to keep him in bounds to get points.
All right. All right, let's swing over to mat 4. It looks like some pretty heavy action right here.
Heavy action is right. He's on the top, getting ready for that
I
pin.
think he's got the pin. He's got the combination.
Yeah.
He's got it. All right, glad we could catch that.
That's 2 pins for Lorain, but over here we skipped away from mat. Mat 2, and all of a sudden he got taken down. But over on mat 5, I'm looking at Xavier Santiago over there.
Trying to roll him over.
Got his takedown.
There we go. We got a count started. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's holding 3. Oh, here we go. Pinning combination. Got it.
So Lorain has had 3 pins so far. So, and this is a first period one. So this was quick and fast.
Wow. Let's go back over to mat number 2, the main mat.
Mat 2. Now Lorain is down. They're in the green, the gray uniform over there. It's hard to see here, but Barberton's in red.
It's 2 to, are we talking mat 2 here?
We're talking mat 2, so the score would be 4-3 in favor of Barberton. We're looking at the second period coming.
Yes. Close match. Yeah, it's feast or famine sometimes.
It certainly is.
We were waiting, and then we had 3, boom, boom, boom.
Well, Lorain, basically their team is made up of lighter and middle weights. And then we do have a couple, the big heavyweights, but their middle weights are a little light. So probably will be down to 1 match per mat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we got a match 2, a good one here.
Oh, here we go.
Now,
Oh, no.
you got to come around, you got to face into him, give the takedown. And out of bounds.
Yeah, Lorain definitely the aggressor, but the Barberton wrestlers are applying some good counter moves.
Yeah, the match we talked about a little earlier is now happening over on mat number 5 with Armando Lopez and the Oberlin wrestler is finally. You just get over there and get a nice count going. He got his 3 points.
Yes, he did.
Let him up, give up the 1. Usually that means he thinks he can take him down again.
So does that mean we're going to be watching a takedown clinic?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. At least for the first period. That's usually what they do.
Yeah, because even if they can, they don't want to come right out and pin because you do want to get a workout.
You got to break a little bit of a sweat because you got to make weight tonight, actually, because they're going to weigh out and make weight again. And this will be a takedown as soon as he gets his arm wrapped around and steps behind.
And there it is. Trying to roll them. Short time here in the first period.
Yeah, I can see the bopper out there, and that should be the end of the first period with Lorain in the lead, 13-4.
Wow.
And all 4 of those points were when he kicked him out and gave him the escape.
Right. All right, let's swing back over to mat number 2.
Mat number 2, and there was a little roll, but no points because they were out of bounds. Lorain has gotten
back into it. It's 4-3.
4-3. 4-3. We have 26 seconds. This is a time in a wrestling match. You don't want to do anything foolish and give him any points at the very end.
Exactly.
You try to take him back to the mat. Never keep him on the mat. Official's going to think about stalling if you keep him up on his feet too long. 10 seconds. He's all balled up. That's good wrestling right there from Justo. And there's it.
And mat 5, just to let you know, it was a quick pin.
Yeah, we missed it,
Second period,
we can tell you it's there.
Yeah, he was running a takedown clinic over there on mat 5.
So here we are, going into the third period. Delgado is down by 1. Now here's where a wrestler has to think. Can he get a turn and get back points? If not, then you got to kick him out and try for a takedown.
Takedown, right.
You always try for, you give him 20 seconds or so.
Right.
But if you can tell there's not going to be any action, the coach has got to let him know. Kick him out, work on a takedown. That's bad.
And that's a point. Locked hands.
Point for the locked hands and a point for the escape. So that takes it to 6-3. See, now Justo did not have to let him go on the locking hands. He could have let the lock hands go and just suffered the penalty. rather than giving up the 2 rather than just the 1.
Right now, the strategy is you're going to need more than a takedown.
Now you need
a takedown and a count.
Or a takedown to his back, which is always a throw situation, or a takedown, let him go, and a second takedown.
Yeah.
Now you got a minute and 10 seconds left. There's the leg. There's the leg for the takedown. You got to keep him in bounce, though.
Yeah. Well, with that pin on mat number 5, our pin parade is
Yeah.
quite active here in the early rounds.
Well, like I said, I think Lorain's strength is their lighter weights until we get to the real heavies, because Lorain has a 220 and a heavyweight. Yeah, he got rolled and pinned.
Yeah. Just seemed like he run out of gas.
Well, I think that's where the conditioning comes in a little bit of this first tournament of the year. Believe me, it's always the case.
Right.
Always the case. So we ought to be clear of matches just for a couple minutes anyway.
All right.
You know who I did not see? I didn't see Nate Townsend yet. He's match number 43. He should be coming up here soon. Our 138 pounder. But he might be coming over there on mat number 4.
He's coming up soon. I could see part of the.
He's mat 4 right now. That's Nate Townsend. He's 11th grader.
And he's wrestling somebody from Columbia?
Columbia's right. He is. He's wrestling Adrian Vives from Columbia, a 10th grader. You know, I mentioned I think the strength of Lorain's team might be in their lighter weights, because they have coaches at all different levels of weights, but head coach Dan Finley's son Bubba is actually back here working with the coaching staff. So they're getting a lot of experience from a very good wrestler. And there's the takedown. Didn't get him on his back, but he's trying to bundle him up right now. Columbia's doing this, you know, he's keeping those elbows close to his body. It's hard to get a half in there when that's happening.
Still plenty of time left, a little over a minute left.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the kick out. I think he thinks, you know, he got the takedown first. I think he thinks he can take him down again. That's the strategy.
Yeah, and he would like a fluid motion, takedown right to his back.
That's the ideal in wrestling.
Because he seems to, the Columbia wrestler seems to be able to protect himself from getting turned back on his back.
Well, you know, I think the Columbia wrestler, did I say he's a 10th grader, so he probably has some experience. He's not a raw rookie, but Nate being 11th grader has had some experience now, but he's been taken down. So that should have taken the score somewhere probably to about 3-3 if I'm not mistaken. There's Nate getting the escape. 12 seconds. This is short time. Do something. Don't do it recklessly, though.
3 seconds left.
Yeah. Going into the second period tied, 3-3.
And we have a Lorain wrestler real quick here. Let's go to mat number 2. Oh, not looking good here. Against, is that Black River? Pirates?
The Pirates, no, the Pirates are actually Perkins.
Perkins, okay.
Sandusky Perkins.
And Perkins is up 5-0.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a Lorain wrestler listed here for wrestling Perkins. Well, Perkins actually is projected to win this tournament because they have a lot of high-class wrestlers that's come along.
Well, in any tournament is filling out all the weight classes. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's something Lorain just doesn't have all the weight classes filled this year.
No, they're missing 2 or 3 weight classes. We have no one. Again, they have some of their lighter weights. They have some extras wrestling in this tournament.
Five to 1. And make it 7.
Okay, that Francisco Rosé. Now, Francisco wrestling the Perkins boy. Francisco is a 9th grader.
Ah, true freshman. Let's swing back over to mat number 4, where Lorain is down 6-4, I do believe.
Now, he started off with his first takedown, so he thinks he can do it again. See, he's getting...
Looks a little tired.
Looks tired. Looks tired. He's going to take a little bit of injury time, so maybe he wasn't tired. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
All right, well, attending to that, let's head back over to mat number 2. And waning moments here. And 1 period in the books, and it's 9 to 1, Lorain trailing.
You know, Lorain wrestler Francisco, being a 9th grader, he pulled a very good seated wrestler. His last year's record was 30-16.
Wow.
No, that usually puts you, in the elite category with a record like that last year. You see, he got his legs all bundled up, and when he went in there, that's going to help with the turn if he can still keep them. Francisco looks like he got out of that one, so get to your belly, and then work to your knees. That's the strategy. Yeah, I'm looking at the injury time over there on mat 4. It does look like they got the trainer over there working and asking him how he's feeling. So now you only have 1 minute and 30 seconds worth of injury time.
That's total time.
Total time. And it looks like he's used a lot of that total time. I see the official over there with the clock.
Now, as your time is starting to run out, do they give you a warning? Do they say 10 seconds?
A good official usually does. A better official.
He's counting down.
Yeah. Take some time getting the clock over to the score table too, so.
All right, he's going to give it a shot. And unfortunately on mat 2, I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Lorain is pinned.
Was a pin?
By Perkins.
Well, this is an exciting match here. You got 44 seconds left. Lorain is down 6-4. He looks like he's coming out of that injury with a little bit of enthusiasm, but he got to get that takedown. Now, Columbia's strategy is going to circle around that inner circle, but not come into that circle very well. Don't stall.
Right.
But don't do anything reckless. That's the strategy coach that the coach is yelling at him. 15 seconds. You got to go. You got to go, and you got to go hard now.
Is this second period or third?
I think this would be the third period. Well.
And he can't have any injury time left.
No, we were wrong. That was the second end of the second period. So he does have a whole another 2 minutes to stay away from injury time and also see if he can get 2 points.
Well, ideally 3.
Well, and he took down, which is smart because it's easier to get an escape than it is to get back points.
Right. So get the escape, get the takedown, and all of a sudden you're up 7-6.
Well, you got this all figured out, I think.
First the escape.
There's the escape.
All right. 6-5 now.
Yeah.
.90 seconds left.
See, and then when what I thought was a third period actually was a second, and Columbia came close to a takedown. You know, he had that leg. Now, this is not a good situation for Lorain because now he's down by 4 points. Because now you're going to have to get a reversal and back points. Oh, and now that's an illegal hold right there. So that gets him back to 1. I didn't see what the illegal hold was. It could have been pulling fingers, a headlock. It could have been something. Must have been something.
I think it was a headlock.
Headlock. That still keeps him.
What is it, 8-7 now? He just,
well.
So he gave him a point.
Well, Columbia just says we'll go to our feet, which is the same as giving him an escape.
Right.
So he didn't have to get down. So now that makes it to, was 7-6, down by a point. Now a takedown actually wins it, doesn't tie it. You see why? A good official, good official. See what he did? His headgear came down over his eyes. So the official made a call so he didn't, get taken down by a little technicality, an injury problem, or a equipment problem. But the official is saying I can't stop it all the time because of that headgear.
Right. It's actually 8-7, Columbia up.
Eight to 7. Okay, still a point.
Yes. Not sure what the delay is.
There's the escape.
And there's a locking hands.
So that takes it to 10-7. So now he needs a takedown. He needs a takedown bad, but he also needs a takedown to his back.
And short time here, 15 seconds.
Now they're working on some kind of throws. You had to put a couple moves together. You got that legs, but you got to hold him out. He spun around.
Yeah. Good match, but Lorain's going to come up a little bit short. Looks like the final score is 12-7.
Yep. And I'm looking for a 152. The next match Lorain is up is going to be match number 64.
Against?
He's going to be against North Olmsted. Deontay Toro. I don't see where 64 is right now.
All right. Well,
maybe we'll take a minute break and
we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, some more exciting wrestling.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail, not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And here we are coming up to the next Lorain wrestler coming out here on mat number 3 is probably going to be Deontay Toro, or is this Alberto Rodriguez?
I'm not sure.
Not sure yet. I don't see who his opponent is so yet.
Well, the closest people to the, I don't know if it's, but the closest people to the chairs are Perkins, but I don't know if they're just standing behind him or.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in tournaments because everyone just kind of lingers around.
Right.
And I haven't seen anyone report to the mat yet.
Well, we got a second here. Let's tell us about one of our great sponsors.
Our sponsors for this tournament are going to be the Cleveland Clinic Sports Health providers. Cleveland Clinic provides a lot of support for Lorain. The sports medicine team at Cleveland Clinic Sports Health offers expert diagnostic and treatments for athletes of all abilities and ages. Call, I'm going to give you a phone number, 877-440-TEAM, or visit sportshealth.org. All right, Cleveland Clinic Sports Health is a proud medical provider for the Lorain High School student athletes.
Yeah, and Tracy does a fine job for us here.
She does.
And she has for many a year.
Actually, she got put into extra duty today. There's 2 female wrestlers in this tournament. I think one from Oberlin and one from, I couldn't even tell you the other school. And she had to weigh them in separately down in her office.
Oh, okay.
Rules for female wrestlers.
So that's Oberlin and...
Oberlin was one of the teams that had a female. And I can't tell you the other one. She had to come over and check off the weigh-in sheet. All right, here we are.
So here we are, yes.
We're going to go with... we're going to go with Deontay Toro.
Against North Olmsted, it looks like.
That's what they were waiting for. They had to give someone a bye. They had to give someone a forfeit, actually, before Deontay could go out there. And he's going to be wrestling a 9th grader from North Olmsted, Gavin Beasley.
And Beasley got pretty good size there for a freshman.
You know, any more freshmen who've wrestled biddies since they were 5 years old have come up through the ranks.
That's right.
Now, Deontay is an 11th grader. Here's where always you check. He hasn't been seeded. That means he didn't have a winning record last year. So 9th graders, they don't count your junior high record at all.
So interesting strategy here. Lorain wrestler is thinner and taller, and the North Olmsted wrestler is a little shorter and stockier.
Stockier, yes.
So see what kind of strategies they employ.
Well, a lot of times sometimes you equate stockiness with strength and tallness with leverage.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. I think the ideal is to be a tall, stocky boy, and you have them both. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now that was close to a little scramble over there on the edge of the mat we just seen, and they got out of bounds and put him back in the middle. Now that's a nice deep shot. Nice, beautiful deep shot. Got in there, took him down. That is a great, great shot there. 2 points, leading 2-0. 30 seconds. You got to hold on the mat, though. You got to get that leg back. Oh, and working for back points. I don't think he got a count.
Now he had a 1 count, so no point, no additional points.
But he gave up the reversal without the count. That takes it to 2-2. Now 10 seconds. Can he turn? No, actually, there's going to be a little guillotine action with back points coming for North Olmsted.
Oh, he gave him 3. So 5 quick, short time points. Boy, I hate that.
Yeah.
I like it when we get them.
Yeah. That's the thing about wrestling. You always have an opponent out there.
That's right.
You know, we talked about stockiness and strength, but using that guillotine in that roll, I mean, that took some took some savvy. There's some skills. It's going to be North Olmsted's choice. He defers to Lorain, and Lorain's going to take. No. He wants to take neutral, which is smart. You got the first takedown.
Right.
You got the first takedown. And you were put on your back with a move, so you know you don't want to go down against this guy. Yeah, the official's seen some sort of a problem. He's talking to the coaches about it. See, the coaches we're looking at right down there is Yulin Ralston, who was second in the state back in his day, wrestler from Southview, and Bubba Finley. Said he's back from college and helping out. I think Bubba's going to enroll in Cleveland State next quarter, next round.
All right. Now, Tom, why is it 6-2? It was 5-2. If he deferred, and it was his choice, and he picked up, or unless a North Olmsted wrestler picked down and he let him up. So I noticed they put an extra point up there. Unless that was a
yeah, I did see him defer. I mean, I seen the signal for defer. Unless we missed a point over in that scramble over there when we thought it was just a reversal.
Maybe the scorekeeper missed it. And
it might have been a 1 and then the reversal, an escape and then the reversal.
Okay.
I think maybe that. Remember, I said the official came over and explained something. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, could have been.
There's a takedown red, takedown North Olmsted. An actually nice move. Out of bounds. Both people had supporting points out of bounds.
8-2.
Yeah, Lorain's down. They were taken down. There's that caution I mentioned from a few matches ago. Caution on the top man. He didn't align himself properly. Yeah, I think for a 9th grader, this is a savvy wrestler. You see, he's going for that banana split, and didn't get it, which is going to give Deontay a little more of an advantage and probably an escape here if he can get his head out from underneath there. See, actually, North Olmsted still has control because he's still on top, theoretically. And Deontay had to get his head out and face off before he got his points.
He's working him.
He is.
Short time, 15 seconds.
Now you don't want to give up a back point when there's only 10 seconds left on the clock. Get over to your belly. Yeah.
Oh, he's got 2, and he's holding 3. Big short time points once again.
Yeah.
Makes it 11-2.
See, now it's almost you need the pin to win.
Right.
And I think Lorain, I mean, he was stretched out and hurting a little bit on that. Yeah, I don't see any other Lorain wrestlers. Just remember the lightweights when there was like 5 of them on 5 different mats.
Right.
I think in the middle weights we're a little light-handed here. That's why there's only 1 wrestler out there right now.
Let's see if he can answer the call for the 3rd period. Looks like he can. And here we go. Lorain down 11-2.
Yeah. Like I said, here's where you need that. I don't know if they've been working on the wrestling room. You need a throw. You know, throws are what, you know, takes you right to the opponent's back. See, right now, he's kind of the aggressor. I'm just getting ready to say the official had stalling in his mind. He watched him, you know, back up just too many steps. And that's what Deontay has to do. He has to keep forcing the action and forcing the action. Try to get another stall call or let the North Olmsted boy make a mistake, worrying about the stalling. Keep him backing up, keep him backing up. Don't let him cut the corner and get back in. Yeah. See, that's what you call a defensive wrestler. He didn't do anything. And when Lorain took the shot, he countered off of the shot.
Right.
And he knows how to use those legs. You see how he's stretching them out a little bit with that leg in there. And you can't give him that arm, because now you give him the half when you give him the arm. He got back points on this same move earlier in the 2nd period, and it looks like it might be coming up again. Now that takes the...
Yeah, it's a major decision.
That takes
close
it
to a tech fall.
16-2. Oh, he's getting more back points.
Is that the same count or a different count?
I think it was a...
Oh, and
I think he might have called a pin because there's 2 seconds left.
Oh.
Okay, we're waiting for match number 76 to see Alberto Rodriguez.
I see it up there on the board. It's going to be a little bit. So tell you what, why don't we take a quick break and we'll come back when there's a Lorain wrestler on the mat.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
And here we are, back again. There we are, and the action is going on in mat 3 with Alberto Rodriguez from Lorain is wrestling Joe Norwood from Elyria. Joe Norwood, Elyria, got the takedown.
And he's got a count.
Yeah.
And he's holding 3.
See, Norwood is only a 9th grader, but a lot of those Elyrian 9th graders have come up through junior high system that it gets them wrestling in the junior high state championships and a lot of those kind of things too. So that might be a Norwood boy right there.
He's got another count going as well. And a pin.
Well, that was short-lived over there. Probably Alberto got his second chance coming up come next round.
All righty. Well, definitely have a packed house here tonight. A lot of wrestling going on, but right now there's no Lorain wrestlers. So
no, no Lorain at all coming up.
We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back in a few.
Yeah, our next Lorain wrestler won't be till 2:20.
2:20. Okay. All righty. So we'll see you then.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
And here we are back to the action on mat 2 with Lorain's heavyweight Santana Sanchez wrestling Nathaniel Thompson from Euclid. We're at the big boy, so this must mean it's the end of round number 1 coming. Santana actually was seeded in this tournament, seeded number 3 actually, based on his last year's record. This is all to you Santana fans out there. You remember T. King used to call him the hombre.
Yeah.
I guess that's a matter of distinction when you're the hombre on a T. King team.
Now, what's his first name?
Santana Sanchez.
Santana Sanchez, okay.
There, almost got that bear hug. That's what he's working for. What you got to do is you got to hump him up a little bit to get his. If the kid can hip out of that, you don't get the bear hug. That's what Santana's working for. He's going to get that bear hug and a throw.
Yeah, it just reminded me of another Santana. Remember Saudi Santana?
Remember Saudi?
Yeah.
But he was a Santana last name.
Right.
Well, and actually Euclid is the one that got the bear hug. Euclid's going to try for a trip. One thing about heavyweights, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Santana got to the belly. They got a 2 count.
Cheers, that's
quick
4.
2 count. That's 4-0. Masadi got to get up to his knees. It's tough when you're carrying 285 pounds on your back.
Right.
Euclid's doing it right. He jumped out to the side so he doesn't get called for stalling. Santana stood up and turned in. There's your 1. There's your 1. Heavyweights that live by the bear hug sometimes die by the bear hug. So 4-0, 4-1 now. Both on your feet with a 20 seconds. Am I looking at the wrong clock? Yeah, 20 seconds left.
Short time.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
All right, now we're starting round number 2. It's coming on down there on mat number 4. Xander Natal on mat number 4, but we've got here this
we'll take a peek.
Good match. We'll take a little quick later. There he is right there wrestling in the gray uniform. Yeah. Xander is wrestling Gio Peters from Barberton. Barberton is actually one of the favorites on this computer projection.
Here, we got to, let's quickly go back to.
And he got the pin.
Yeah, he had the bear hug. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Bear hug, took him down, put him on his back, done.
One thing about heavyweights, if you turn around to look at the 106s wrestle, sometimes you miss the best move of the tournament.
That's right. Yeah, we caught the last part of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's head back over to mat number 4.
And I think Xander down there is running. I think he's getting ready. He got a leg hooked around the head. What you got to do is turn him to his back without exposing your own. He's in an awkward position to get points. That's why he spun around, try to get a better hold.
2-0.
You take down, no back points yet. And actually,
and we have a wrestler on mat
5
well.
also.
All right, we'll take a peek over here. Feast and famine.
Yeah, it is. That's what's coming up. So over there on mat 5, we should have. Is that Xavier Santiago?
I can't tell.
You know, they don't wrestle in order because they're set up already on different mats.
Right.
And some mats finish with a pin and some mats lasting into overtime.
All right, let's head back over to mat number 4.
No, I think 4. That looks like Santiago on mat number 4. Wrestling a Perkins. Yeah.
He's got a.
Xavier's getting a count. Getting a count. I think that's 3. It's going to be hard to pin him from that situation.
I think he might have him.
I think he's in there deep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we misread that. That was mat 4. That was Xavier Santiago.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah. And Xavier's favorite. He came in second in this tournament last year, and proves that he'll probably be in the big tournament and placing high this year.
Well, we just missed on mat 5. Unfortunately, Lorain wrestler.
That was probably Xander down there on mat number 5.
He got pinned, I do believe.
Well, he was wrestling the Geo Peters, who is a seeded wrestler from Barberton.
And Barberton's got a pretty strong team.
Yeah, we're in the lightweight, so we're going to have Lorain wrestlers popping up a few times. They don't have a 120 wrestling, but there'll be 2 of them coming up at 126.
All right, when we get a Lorain wrestler, then
we'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I started mentoring my mentee Dantre 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
And here we are over here on mat number 1 with the wrestlers. I think that this is a mat number 1 wrestler, but I don't think he says he should be wrestling Columbia. But here he's wrestling Highlands. So this is.
The board says it's 147.
So this is Justo. Yeah, so we're at 132. We skipped the 126s already. So this is Justo Delgado.
Okay.
We've seen him wrestle in the first round. He is wrestling Jordan Yu from Highlands.
Really, Highland. Okay, all right, yeah. You threw me off because watching the match, it says Raiders on their jacket.
Yeah. And so,
yeah, I see the H on his uniform, yeah.
So here we go, but this match has Justo as a senior wrestling Jordan Yu as a 10th grader, but Jordan, he is seeded because his record last year was 26-16 as a freshman last year.
Wow, nice.
So Justo had his work cut out for him. He's a little older. They hope a lot tougher.
Blake versus Steve, Valley Forge, Mat 5. Your 5 minutes have started.
See that nice little roll and step over. That's a sign of a wrestler who is aware on his feet. And got a leg in. Yeah. You know, with wrestling, one thing is you can't compare skill with age. You know, sophomores versus seniors doesn't always mean the senior is going to dominate.
Right.
Now this kid is another guillotine kind of kid. As he's trying to turn, he got that in there. You put the elbow to the ear and get that upper body turning. The official will start getting down for a count. You see when he gets to his knees, pretty close, but he was worried about potentially dangerous. But he gave him 2 back points. He must have got a count while he was looking for the potentially dangerous. That takes it to 4-0, favor green. Highlands in the green uniform, Lorain's in the blue and silver. I think while the official is checking maybe possibly some injury time.
Could be, yeah.
So, here's a case where I didn't see him call injury. We don't know who's getting the injury time, but I think he's probably
he's looking at Lorain.
Yeah, he's looking at the Lorain bench and probably giving them that you know, that's been 30 seconds, 45 seconds, making them aware about the time. Highlands was a team that finished below Lorain last year in this tournament, you know, but kids graduate and people move around, so
sure,
you never know what's happening now. Lorain's down, you got to get yourself an escape. You work on the escape first. Yeah. We don't have a good view of what's happening up top, but what he's doing, he's trying to run around and bundle him up. Lorain got to keep that leg, because if he can unhook that leg, he can spin around. You know, it's hard to wrestle a leg wrestler if you didn't give a lot of experience doing it up in the wrestling room. No back points.
No additional point. Yeah,
nope.
he had a 1 count there a couple times.
Yeah, and that's why the coach will always yell, I think you got 2. No, I got 2 1s.
All right, let's take a quick look over to mat number 5.
And mat number 5 is that Nicarlo Williams? Wrestling. No, that's That would be
Barberton.
Felix Stark. Felix Stark, a 12th grader, is wrestling Mason Valencia from Barberton. Barberton threw me with those red shoes. Usually,
Yes.
you don't usually see a Lorain wrestler with red shoelaces. Yeah. Yeah, good thing we turned away from mat 1. I think there's more injury time coming. So down here on mat 5, you got the 10th grader, Felix Stark. Boy,
Oh, it's a winning combination.
Mason came in with that headlock. People call it a junior high move, but it sure works on the varsity level sometimes if you get it in good. I don't see the official counting. That doesn't mean he doesn't have a silent count already, but I don't think there's any back points to be awarded down there.
Oh, short time too.
Yeah.
See if he can get out of it.
No, we were wrong. You were wrong. He had a silent count going. He had, I think, 3 points up already, so.
Yeah, I think his concentration was seeing if he had a pin ready.
Okay. So Lorain is up, Barberton is down. Yeah. I think the Lorain wrestler on mat 1 that we were following, Justo Delgado, has used his injury time. So right now it's, you got to keep wrestling, you get no more.
Kind of a stalemate here on 5. Let's swing back over to mat 1 and
That Highland wrestler does a little roll step over, and what you think you're riding him because you're on top, all of a sudden you find yourself trying to fight off your back. You see he's using that leg and leverage, and he got him on his back for more back points coming.
he's holding 3.
So that takes it to 14-2. Back points coming.
Yeah, working on a tech fall right now.
So there's a leg and the turn.
And once he releases it,
he'll have
that'll be
another
it.
3 now. It takes it to 17-2, 15-point differential for the tech fall. See, they're keeping score in this tournament a little bit different than the 6 points, the 5 points, but there's still advantage to getting a tech fall versus getting just a regular decision.
Sure. Yeah, typically a regular decision's 3, a major decision, which is 8 or more, is 4, tech fall is 5, and a pin is 6.
Correct. But in this tournament, you get 2 points for the win. You get an extra point for a thing, another major, so there's points but it's going to be a massive amount of points to add into the tournament because they're going to put these points together in the pool to what happens tomorrow in the bracketed tournament. Well, I don't see the exact score, but it looks like to me like it's 8-1 down on mat number 5 with Barberton sitting with the majority of those points. And here comes a couple more to take it to 10.
Not a whole lot of action right now.
No, there's not, but
we are in the third period, so yeah, it's under a minute.
yeah, I can't see the clock, but it's still 10-1. Here's a case where Barberton, they're not a kick them out, take them down kind of team. They like to keep them on the mat. They keep the wrestling down there, trying to get back points.
Under 40 seconds. So Tom, tell me why is this not stalling? Doesn't seem to be any action at all. Well, now that I said that.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to call stalling for the top man if he's trying something, he just can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying's not stalling. It's just that you're not very effective at doing what you're doing. Now, when you stop trying, that's when the stalling will be called.
5 seconds. And that'll do it.
Yeah, it takes it to a little bit more. I'm still waiting for Nicarlo Williams to come out.
Number
137.
Well, I don't think it's up close. I don't see it on the board, so let's take another break.
How can it disappear from the board when no one wrestled it?
I don't know. Yeah, I cannot answer that. But,
yeah, the thing was going to be, it was Nicarlo. He's a extra wrestler, meaning he wasn't going to score points for Lorain, wrestling the top-seeded kid from Perkins. So it might have been short-lived anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a long break because Lorain doesn't have another wrestler at 38-45 this round. So it's going to be a long dry spell here for Lorain for the next few minutes.
All right. Well, we'll take a break, and we'll come back to the program when we have somebody on the mat.
Coming up.
Welcome back to Lorain High School Gymnasium.
Here we are.
And it's
who we have out here.
This is 176 or number 176.
Yeah, this is Deontay Toro wrestling against a Columbia wrestler.
We are in the second period right now.
No, we see Toro in the first round. So he got to reach out there, grab a leg, and just sit there in front of him. Yeah. He tried to roll through it, just didn't quite make it. Yeah.
And we have a pin.
So now we're looking for 187.
187. I don't see it up on the board, so that was kind of a little bit short-lived there. But and we don't have any Clearview wrestlers on the mat as well either. So tell you what, we're going to take another break, and we're going to be right back.
Wow. Hey, Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
And here we are back at mat number 3 to watch Alberto Rodriguez versus Jacob Keisler from Clearview. Yep. Jacob is a 12th grader, Alberto is an 11th grader. Actually, Clearview initiated the shot. Alberto worked that leg out and spun around for the takedown. Now there's the reversal. This looks like it's going to be a high-scoring match.
A lot of energy early on here, too.
You got to shake that half off, son. You got to look away from the half. Look away from the half. And don't go on your belly. There you are. Turned into him for the escape. 3-2 Lorain. Lorain's in the gray where Clearview is in the dark uniform. A lot of hand fighting going on. Hand fighting to the leg. There's a takedown for make it 4-3?
Yes.
Now Lorain going to break that grip. Well, we're on 170-pound weight class. That takes a lot of strength to pick him up and do it that. Do a throw.
Got to count.
Yeah, got a 3 count.
Well, not looking good. And he still has 20 seconds left to ride this out. But he's got a pinning combination. He's got it.
Yeah. So Clearview, Jacob Kessler is the winner on mat number 3. Well,
and as I pan the crowd, or I'm sorry, the mats, I don't see any.
I don't see any matches coming up. Obviously for Lorain, I do see a 220-pound match coming up for Clearview's Robert McCardle.
Oh, well, we'll come back to cover that match.
But. If I remember correctly, he's wrestling Oberlin, and that was the match where the Lorain kid had to wrestle the same Oberlin kid, and for some reason the mat disappeared. I'm wondering if the same thing's going to happen for the poor Clearview boy.
Oh, I don't know. Huh.
Well, time will tell.
We'll keep a close eye out, and we'll be back with some more wrestling right after this.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
And we're back on mat 2 for the round 3 start. Here we have Santiago Humphreys wrestling Caden France. And out of bounds they go. Yeah. France is from Riverside, Painesville, Riverside, and Lorain Santiago Humphrey taken down. Ninth grader. I think I talked to the coach. I think Humphrey is going to see if he can work his way down to 106 by the next tournament.
Oh. A lot of advantages to dropping down a weight class if you can do it.
Yes. So he's wrestling a senior, and Caden France. And actually, France is a senior with a 30-11 record last year, third in the sectionals. So you know he's a quality wrestler as a senior. He's been around the block. But you take a young kid like Santiago, he's getting all this experience.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we had a running score back through the middle of round number 2. Barberton was in the lead with 57. Perkins was second with 51. Riverside was third with 50. Lorain was 7th, middle of the pack with 30, and Clearview is shortly behind that with 23. So it all comes down now to the round 3 because Lorain has a lot more wrestlers in round 3.
Right.
To see if you can climb back up into the hunt.
Of course, you got to get some wins to get some points, but yeah, the potential is there.
Yeah, the internet has a person who predicts a lot of these things. It's called Burrow Fan. He predicted Perkins to be the winner and Painesville Riverside to come in second in this tournament. So Barberton is a surprise to him. So time will tell what happens as they work their way through the pools.
Yeah, a lot of your points now are, based on your matchups in the early rounds.
Yeah,
But,
buys. If you get a buy,
right.
you don't get points and all those kind of things. Yeah, well, Lorain has a lot of wrestlers this round, so they have chances for more points.
Right. Yeah, we could get a few wins here. And move up the ranks.
Yep. Well, it looks like Santiago out there is holding his own at 4-1 down. But he's wrestling one of the seated kids, and he has him on his back.
Here we go.
I don't know if he got a full count there.
Oh, reversal. Oh, and he's got a count.
Yeah. Now, he was in an awkward position. He was getting points.
Oh, he's got a long time, too.
Yeah.
Got 85 seconds.
Tracy, Matt 3. Tracy, Matt 3. Trainer, Tracy, Matt 3.
There's a Riverside. They're getting, no, he's doing it right. He's, yeah. Again, at a tournament like this, you look for experience.
Right.
You don't necessarily look for every one of your wrestlers getting the win.
Well, the Riverside wrestler, he had a reversal on him, but he didn't panic.
He did.
And he reversed it back and and got the count and eventually got the pin.
That's the difference with a kid who has 30-some wins coming in last year. So we're over on mat number 3 now. I think then that is, I'm thinking that is Jordan Cancel.
He is wrestling against
Riverside
Patriots. I'm not sure. I think.
Well,
or is that Perkins?
No, that's Perkins.
That's Perkins.
So he's actually, that is not Cancel. That is, they're wrestling a little bit out of order. That is Armando Lopez wrestling against Michael Kenderson from Perkins. Perkins getting a takedown. If he lets him lock that cradle up, he's going to be in trouble. He did a nice move. When you rolled him to his back, he kept right on rolling. He rolled himself right out of bounds.
Out of bounds, right?
No, it didn't get you up on your feet, but it did get you out of the pinning situation. It's always nice to get that fresh start. You got to break that 2-on-1, which he did. He has all the basics down.
Still only 2-0.
Yeah. See what he is? He's threading that. See, there was a case where Perkins on top was trying some things, and Lorain wasn't doing enough to force him to move. But you know, that's a kind of a shaky call.
Yeah, I saw him give the stalling warning there.
But stalling. Well, we're going 2-0 going into the second period. Now here's a case right here. There's a reversal to back points and a very tight pinning combination. A very tight one and a pin.
Yeah,
and
what a comeback.
Pin. Yes. Yeah, Mondo was actually favored in this match. He had a winning record last year. So. Okay, now we're still waiting for Jordan Cancel and Chris Roche from Riverside.
Yeah, and they're at the table right now. And they're going to be on mat number 2.
Mat 2, here they come.
So that last match will add some very important team points.
He does. You know, and you get pin points too.
Right.
I mean, that gives you 2 extras. Now I don't remember what Jordan did last year, but I think he placed at this tournament last year. He did. He didn't place high at the very top, but he did place in this tournament. And I do remember him as a junior high wrestler. Had a very strong winning record. So he's an up-and-coming 10th grader for Lorain. And he's wrestling an 11th grader from Riverside, who Burrow fan picks as one of the notable wrestlers in this tournament.
Oh.
Actually, he was first seed. He just missed going to state last year by 1 match, so you know, he's a wrestler. He's a wrestler. That takes it to 9-2, 9-3 now. Now here's a case, I'm sure, where the most experienced wrestler is going to win the match unless Jordan can come up with some sort of a fancy pinning move.
Right.
Which is hard to do against an experienced wrestler. No back points. I think saved by the bell, you might say that one.
11-3.
Riverside takes down, thinking they're going to get their escape and come back for the takedown. Actually, he missed the escape and went straight to the reversal. And there's the escape.
They might be going for the pin now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three more.
Takes it to a 10-point spot where they kick him out. So there's the experienced wrestler. You know, gets some back points, kicks him out, gets back on his feet. You know, he wants to keep working. But he has to go and weigh in about another 15 or 20 minutes. You want to make sure he still makes 126.
Now, how does that work? You weigh in and you weigh out?
You weigh out. You have to get permission from the state to have a weigh out after the first round or after the first night of wrestling, so you don't have to weigh in Saturday morning.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
See, now the job for the coaches are going to be to take a boy like Cancel there and keep his spirits up, because he has a whole day of wrestling tomorrow to come back and place again.
Right.
And now we're looking for Felix Stark and Nicarlo Williams, both of Lorain, both 126s. Match number 250 and match 256.
I don't see them up. So once again, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Ian Ralston was a combat medic who was injured in Iraq. When I met Ian, I knew we had to help him get his housing grant, an auto grant, and every benefit to live as normal a life as possible. And we did.
PVA has helped hundreds of thousands of veterans get the care and benefits they've earned.
My name is Jason Stevenson, and I work for Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives, building futures.
And here we are, ready for the match at 126 between the seniors, Neo Day from Elyria and Felix Starks, a 12th grader from Lorain. Elyria obviously in the red, Lorain in the silver and blue. A lot of aggression going on out there,
right.
Feeling each other out a little bit. No one's committing to a big move until Elyria did. Now that might have been considered a slam. 1 point. A little bit proud of the Lorain boy. Jumped right back up, ready to wrestle. What I'm sure our wrestling fans out there know, had the Lorain boy couldn't wrestle anymore, he wins, because that was an illegal slam.
And have you ever seen that happen?
More than a few times.
More than a few.
Yeah. So Leary was in trouble a little bit and didn't panic and came right back out of it smelling like a rose.
Yeah.
He was in trouble, didn't panic. Now Lorain got to do the same thing. Of course, Leary's doing a little roughness. He got that elbow in the back of the head. Looking for some sort of a cradle.
Short time here.
So that takes the score to 4-1. Take down and 2 back points. Lorain won a toss and took up. No, took neutral. Took neutral. Here's a case where Lorain's a little taller. You got to use a little bit of that leverage. Where Leary is a little shorter, gets up underneath him. Lorain rolls out of it, comes out without points. As soon as he pops his head out, there are going to be 2. Until he gets that headlock, Lorain might be getting back points out of this. Lorain got the 2 and coming up with 3 more.
Oh, he might pin him.
May be a pin.
Yeah.
Actually, Elyria had the advantage until Lorain grabbed the headlock.
Wow.
Yeah. Turn of events. Good match, Lorain. So that was Felix Stark
All right,
with a win tonight.
It's always good when Lorain
Sure
beats
does.
Elyria.
Sure does.
Nice win.
Still waiting to see if that match 250 comes out on
Mat 2.
On mat 2. Because I just wanted to say the Riverside boy's name. Sombonye.
Well.
Sombonye, but I don't know if they're,
well
I mean, we're way past the 126s.
Yeah. Well.
Now we do have a 132 coming up in match number 262. 262 might be on the board.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at that. But until then, once again,
we'll take one little break here.
And we'll be right back.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
And now we're going to take a look at the 2 juniors, Nate Townstead from Lorain versus Spencer Ammons from North Olmsted, both juniors. I'm going to see if either one have been seeded in this tournament. It looks like not.
Looks like there's a little break here.
Yeah.
Which I read from one of our partners.
I can sure do that.
Cleveland Clinic.
I was going to say, let me get to mention whether you are a beginning athlete or training for the big leagues. You deserve the best care available. That's why Cleveland Clinic Sports Health offers treatments and services for all your sports medicine needs. Call 877-440-TEAM or visit sportshealth.org.
There you go. Well timed there.
Here we are. Townstead versus Ammons. It was a good little scramble, but Ammons just had him by the ankles, so. But you didn't have him real tight. That's why Townsend got out of there so quick.
Yeah, we'll stay down here, but just to let you know, we'll be swinging over to mat number 1 shortly starting.
Okay.
We've got another Lorain Titan wrestler.
Yeah, on 1 is going to be Francisco Rosario. The Townsend down there are going to be still 2-1. I guess there was an illegal something happened. That was the signal. We don't know exactly what it was, but my guess it was against Lorain.
And while that's going on,
yeah, jump over here.
Jump over to one and watch some action here.
So this is Francisco Rosario, a 9th grader wrestling Jacob Wasco, also a 9th grader from Colombia. Lorain has the 2-1 lead now after the escape with 1.5 minutes to go. Lorain comes around for another reversal. All right, takedown. See, that's where you got to take them to the mat a little fast. You see the stalling call is because they were on their feet for 8-9 seconds. You got to get a man back to the mat. You can't let him stay on his feet like that. Lorain got an ankle and a half. That's usually a good sign. But you got to get him flattened out. You can't let him ball up like that. There's the flatten out we're talking about. They let him swim, and there's the pin.
Pin. All right.
Yeah.
26 seconds left in the first round. Lorain gets a pin and some extra team points.
And there's no use swinging back down to 5 because the Lorain wrestler has been disqualified.
Oh, wow. There was a lot of hand fighting going on. I wonder if
poked in the eye, slapped in the face, yeah,
scratched something. Just speculating, but yeah.
Sometimes it's not intentional.
Right. Yeah, but it still happens. All right.
We don't have a match coming up till 1:52 because there's no 1:45 for Lorain.
All right. Well, we'll take another break, and we'll be right back.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
And here we are now, middle of the 3rd round, still in the pool tournament. 1:52. We have for Lorain Deontay Toro. Wrestling for Parma, Daniel De Vera. De Vera is 11th grader. Toro's a 11th grader. De Vera with the takedown with a 2-0 lead. Looks like he's trying to work that bar arm in there. Toro got to keep that hand out from. Don't let him get underneath you. I was going to ask some officials about some of the new rules. They're very lenient anymore on out-of-bounds rules. They're working their way closer and closer to the college rule, where any one part in, both wrestlers are in.
Except you can't pin. Is that still
No,
true?
you can even pin out-of-bounds anymore.
You can?
As long as something is in. Yeah. I seen it happen here. I didn't believe it until I realized.
So that's a new.
That's a new rule change, maybe a year or so old.
So it used to be you could get points if you had like your toes out, but you couldn't pin.
You couldn't pin. It's
that's
exactly.
changed now this year.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And that you say that's like the college.
And getting closer and closer to college rules. Yeah. Oh, that's a bad move on Lorain's part. A great move on Parma's part.
Oh, he's got them all wrapped up here. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, De Vera was one of the notable wrestlers from the Boro fans. Let me let these people at home know who's here. We've been talking about all these different schools. We have, in alphabetic order, Barberton, Clearview, Cloverleaf, Columbia, Coventry, Elyria, Euclid, Lorain, Medina, Highlands. We've just been shortening it to Highlands. North Olmsted, Oberlin, Riverside, which is Paynesville, Riverside, Parma, Sandusky, Perkins, Valley Forge, and Westlake. Alphabetic order. We'll get a score here coming up soon. You know, another thing too, by the time the people at home are watching this, you realize that Lorain has wrestled a couple tournaments already, and right before Christmas they're going to be going down to Findlay. But all you wrestling fans, make sure you come to the Lorain Gym for a January 16th home dual meet between Cuyahoga Falls and your Lorain Titans. Then there is a January the 30th tri-match between Always Tough Sandusky and even better Garfield Heights. That will be a great tri-match at home in January.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you all here.
And don't forget too, just up the road, Lorain's going to face Vermilion, and that should be a nice match too.
The Vermilion match is right there, middle of
minutes away.
February. Actually, there's going to be the Ohio State duels, which will probably be in Elyria, like they've been in the last couple years. So, yeah, Lorain has a lot of wrestling coming up. The Lake Erie tournament's coming up, but it'll be in Maple Heights this year. So, you know, come out and see your Titans home court. It's always nice to have a crowd here in Lorain.
Just looking at the score real quick, it's very tight, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Parma at 7th place, 44.5. Clearview, 41. Lorain at 9th, 40. And Highland, 37.5. So 7, 8, 9, 10 bunched in there really tight.
Who is leading the tournament?
Perkins with an 85, followed closely by Barberton with 83.
Perkins and Barberton, okay. Actually, the expert called for Perkins to win it and didn't have Barberton listed in the top 3, so Barberton is surprising some people.
All right. Well, let's take a look at mat number 5 here coming up. We have a Lorain wrestler against red. Can't see.
Parma. He's wrestling the Parma wrestler, so that is Alberto Rodriguez, 11th grader from Lorain, wrestling Coven Smith from Parma. Yep. He sees a little disgusted with himself, giving up those points at the very end. Makes it 2-0.
Well, yeah, he was aggressive, and the Parma wrestler kind of rolled out of it and got him for a pin, or not for a pin, for a takedown.
Well, he just countered his move.
Right.
Yeah, which sometimes happens. But you can't lose that aggressiveness. You just have to do a little bit more under control. Trouble is now, you can tell Parma's a superior wrestler with that move there. Using the legs.
3 points, that makes it 5.
Yeah. See, it's hard to wrestle a leg wrestler if you're not used to it. That's why it's always nice to have some leg wrestlers up in the wrestling practice room so you can get used to that kind of wrestling.
Right. And he got another 3 count. It's 8-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs an escape or, oh, geez. Yeah, not good. Not good. Yeah. Yeah, he's a little upset with himself, but that's all right. He'll have a chance to wrestle back.
Like I said, it's, it's last round of the pools, but every one of these kids who wrestle tonight, sometimes up to 3 matches tonight, will all get a chance to wrestle tomorrow somewhere along the lines. They're all going to get seeded into different tournaments. It's a whole nother ball game on Saturday.
Yeah. All right, well, sounds good. Well, there's no Lorain wrestlers.
Not for a while. We're waiting for the big match of the night, actually, at 2:20 with Robert McConnell from Clearview wrestling Nazi Morton from Lorain.
All right. That'll be the next one we'll cover. But until then, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim, or e-claim, for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
And here we are, Mat 5. This is the
much anticipated
220 round match with Robert McCardle, 12th grader from Clearview, wrestling Nazi Morton, 12th grader from Lorain. Actually, when it came to seeding, Morton got a 5th seed. McCardle has a 4th seed based on previous records. So this is a very anticipated match.
Plus, it's Lorain versus Clearview.
Yeah. Well, that would, I think, that would be a nice dual meet too.
Yeah, it would.
They always used to wrestle dual meets.
We could have it here. It's split the.
Fill the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCardle get the first takedown.
Split the revenue.
Yep. Turn this to say, as long as I get to concessions.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this is going to be some big boy wrestling right here. Keep him down on the mat. Take that 2-on-1. Get it up underneath his body. Work on that head a little bit. I can just hear the coach yelling right now. Make him ride your, make him carry your weight.
15 seconds left.
Yeah. Trying to work that tilt, which he got, almost got. See, it takes time to work a tilt. It takes time to get it. And that was time, 2-0 at the end of that first period. Lorain defers, Clearview's going to take neutral. Makes sense, you got the first takedown.
Sure.
Yeah. So that, Lorain was the aggressor. McCardle almost used his aggression against him. He a little shucked by. Trouble is he went right out of bounds. He's going to try to do that same thing in the middle of the mat if Lorain never comes at him that way again. Almost got a leg. Almost got a leg. Didn't give it to him though. See, big boy wrestling tonight, the 220, there's a lot more head pummeling, upper body kinds of moves. We're looking for a mistake. Very seldom do you go down on the legs unless you know you have it. You working a little Russian against him.
.47 seconds here in the second period.
I don't know what the signal of the referee. I think that means either start the clock faster or let's get a little more action going on out here. Actually, Lorain had the leg, but I think McCardle was going to get the takedown, and he did.
He did.
See, now he jumps out front, got that arm. See how in the first period he made him carry his weight the whole period. This time he's doing a little bit more out front wrestling.
Short time.
Short time, yep. He won't give up a point in short time. He's too smart of a wrestler. Official saying, okay, Lorain, make your choice now. What do you want? See, Lorain can't take down because he got rode out twice.
Right.
So, I mean, up's his only option, but he got taken down twice. So I think a smarter choice there would have been take up, put the Clearview boy down to see what you can do.
See what you can do, because you haven't been in that position
There's
yet.
3 positions. That's the only one he hasn't explored yet.
Right.
See, now McCardle got him flattened down, and what you'll do is he'll push down on that head and walk right back around.
Very nice.
That's his third
technique.
takedown, yep.
Very nice. Workmanlike.
Yeah. See, now if they both get back into the same upper bracket tournament, this could be a match that comes out somewhere in the semis or something tomorrow.
Sure.
Same match.
.40 seconds left.
I can't see a clock. Can you see 40 seconds?
40 seconds, yes. Well,
yeah.
35 now.
Yeah. See, McCardle won't do anything foolish now. There's no reason to do anything that's going to put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, very smart wrestler.
Yes, stay up underneath the arms like he's doing. Stay on top, bounce from side to side.
Yeah, very technique. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see these rematch in the later rounds tomorrow.
Of course, there's a lot of good 220s here. I think Euclid has a good 220. Oberlin has a good 220. This may be one of the stronger weight classes. Clearview got a good 220. So right now, we'll be getting into the heavyweights.
Yeah, there's only a handful of matches left.
And the heavyweight we're looking for is Santana Sanchez at 333.
All right. And we'll bring you that match.
I don't see any 333s walking up here yet.
No. But we'll bring you that match
Yeah.
right after this.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state. A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily. Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State. Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
And here we are back on mat number 1 to take a look at a 9th grade Clearview wrestler who is projected as maybe one of the seeds in this tournament. Cameron Carreras versus Gage Sefley from Elyria. This is definitely going to be a big boy match with a beautiful roll. And kick him out. Let's see if we can do it again.
Wow.
2-1. I can see why they have Carreras as one of the notable wrestlers on this list from the Burrow fan.
Yeah.
He has 2 nice duck unders, a nice little throw.
He's got some very good techniques.
Plus, I can't believe he's that big as a 9th grader.
Right, yeah, wow.
And he looks like he's stalking him, too. There's that little hand fight. You see how he did? He used his weight to take him down. Now, it didn't work that good. Leary kind of caught him, but you see that little roll there? Yeah. Leary got to learn you can't hang your arm or you're going to get rolled. The 4-1 green, I see?
Yes.
I'm not sure that's right, is it? That looks better.
3-2.
3-2 red.
Yes.
Three got kicked out, all right. See, Carreras went to the well a little bit too many times with that same move.
Right.
It probably worked so well the first time, and it works every day in the practice room. Yeah. Second period, what are we going to do here? Clearview defers. Leary once down. Yeah, the official did not like the way he got down on him. You know, you're not supposed to be able to put all your weight, bounce him on there. And as soon as we see this match, we got one more coming up. We got Santana Sanchez over on mat 4. We're going to wrestle a Barberton wrestle. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Keep you in tune.
Yeah, we'll leave this match and catch the Lorain match right when they start wrestling. Right now, it's 5-3. Clearview's trailing.
And Clearview just got called for stalling. You see, he's got to do something with that. You got to bounce him to the mat. You got to flatten him out. You got to run a hat. You got to do something there. Push his head down. That's what he's doing. Throw the half. Got a power half in.
All right, let's take a look over at mat number 4.
Here we are. Focusing in now on Santana Sanchez wrestling Jaquel Springer from Barberton. Santana is the seated wrestler of these two. Yeah, Santana finished with a winning record last year. That got him the seed. Remember, Santana had that pin in the first round. Looks like he got him in deep that time. Got him in deep that time.
Wow, that was quick.
Wow, that was quick.
Wow.
How quick was it? 49 seconds quick?
Yeah. Well, that's quick.
And we missed the first 10 seconds of it.
he put him to the mat and had him pinned within 5 seconds.
Yeah. Both shoulder blades pinned to the mat with 2 seconds. That's all you need.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, Santana's out there. He's been coached by the Kutcha brothers, Austin and Adam out there. I'm sure they get a workout when they wrestle around with Santana because he's still the hombre.
Well, great job. All right, well, that's just going to about do it for for wrestling for the first 3 rounds. And tomorrow, we'll have the finals, and we'll see we'll see what cream rises to the top.
Time will tell what happens. When all these points are added up, we're going to go into 2 separate tournaments tomorrow. So people are going to be scoring from all over the place. So time will tell.
All right. Well,
that's it for tonight then.
Yeah. Until the finals, then.
See, they'll put this. What's going to be just minutes for people on TV? It's going to be like maybe 20 hours for us.
Yeah. Well, until next time. Good night, everybody.
All right. Yeah.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.